Craig here, Diggs Rod Shop. We're getting ready to do a shop tour, but before I do that, and before I go on down to the shop, I need to give you guys a reminder because we're running a little bit out of time here. The AD Truck Show. Iselina's telling me you've got about 4 or 5 days left to sign up for the AD Truck Show, okay? Go to the Jot form, which is linked after this video, and you can see right there, there's a, it's on this one right here. That little barcode thingy right there, you can scan it. But if you want a t-shirt for the AD show, you have to sign up for the t-shirt. And we're only gonna have so many, and I'm gonna order a few extra, but I'm not gonna have very many, which brings me to this. If you're coming to the open show, do the same thing. Sign up for the show. It doesn't cost you guys anything to sign up. We just need to know how many's coming. We need a head count. If you want a shirt, and here's the shirt right here. Let me get it there. That is the shirt. It is really, really a cool shirt. So if you guys want a shirt, on the open show too, you can get the same shirt. Sign up so that you can have a shirt so we know how many to make. Like I said, I'm gonna make some extras, but I'm not gonna have very many. And if you come to the show and you want a shirt and I don't have a XX or a medium, well, I wish I would have signed up. So that's those two things right there. Here's the other thing. This right here is our sponsorship for the car show. Usually I have all this together, which I do. I think Iselina told me we have 9 sponsors already. If your business or you as an individual or a family would like to sponsor this show, the AD show, right on into the open show on Saturday, it's July 23rd, 24th, and 25th, you can do that. I need to know that within the next 3 or 4 days also, because we're putting not only just the shirt here, but anybody that sponsors is going to be on the front side of that shirt. So if you want to be a sponsor, get a hold of Iselina here at the shop. You guys can see that on the form on the back side of this video too. With all that said, follow me down the shop because I got some really cool stuff that we've got in here. Follow me. Well, the first thing that I want to mention is this truck right here. Yep, it's another AD truck. This is a 1953 Chevrolet that we picked up last week. And the gentleman that had this for sale made me a phenomenal deal on it. So shout out to Roger. Thank you so much, Roger. The work has really been put into this truck, right? All of a sudden, the work has already been put into, the hard work has already been put into this truck. That's what I'm trying to say. With that said, we got a lot of parts with it too, so we're going to get this truck up and going also, but I just wanted to show you guys that we have another 53 AD in here. This one sits on airbags. It's got an LS sitting down in it already. A lot of parts to this thing, that's for sure. The other thing is, check over here. Here's Kassidy. Say hi, Kassidy.
Hi, Kassidy.
So Kassidy has been working vigorously on the 48 5-window here. So you can see he's got the grill mocked up. He's got the front fenders mocked up, getting the radiator apron in there and everything else too. So anything that I need to be aware of on this that, you know?
Nothing I want to discuss.
Oh, he's going to cuss a few things out. Sometimes
we got the windows and the doors and got them working too.
There you go. That's a big plus. But sometimes these fenders don't always fit, I will tell you. And it depends on whose fender it is. Here's what I would tell you without beating up on too many people. One of the fenders, we just took it off and threw it off to the side. And then we used an AMD fender. Now, again, I am not sponsored by AMD, but we put an AMD fender on there and the thing just like to bolt right up. We've got some modifications to make, but that other fender we had on there, which was new in the box, no bueno. This one here, AMD, again, shout out to AMD. You guys do a great job. Every part that we've ever ordered from AMD has really fit really well. There's always modifications that has to be done, but I'm going to tell you, AMD has good parts, that's for sure.
Maybe we need to buy a grill from them.
Maybe a grill, because that grill, even though it's chrome and $700, it doesn't want to fit right either.
Something ain't fitting right. We had other things come up that needed done before this, so this kind of got put on hold so we could work on this beautiful truck over here.
Speaking of, okay, so the update on the F100. Remember it got damaged, it was headed to Mecum auction. Well, actually it was at Mecum auction, but by the time it got there, it had come loose in the trailer. So Mecum Transport called me and said, hey, this thing's got loose in the trailer and got some damage on it. I did a little bit of a video here about a month or so ago. It was supposed to sell. I said, not, send it back to the shop. We'll do the repair here. With that said, spin around here. So here it is. Now you guys are going to say, well, it just looks the same, but it's not the same. That was a tri-coat candy, house of colors, 5 coats of candy over high sparkle silver. And with that said, you cannot blend that stuff. I mean, I have painted for years, and I know some of the best guys out on in the industry, and they said the same thing. You just can't blend that. So we blew it apart and we repainted the truck. So take a look at it here. The doors are sitting over there, and we're going to get those on tomorrow, but check it out. She's still gorgeous, that's for sure, but we did get it taken care of. With that said, the Ford's going to be at Good Guys this year, which this is a good time to probably tell them, Kassidy.
Yeah, we decided we're not setting the trailer up this year. We're coming to just enjoy the show and talk to people and put this in the show for once.
Yep.
We're actually going to try to participate and try to win us a trophy. So.
Well, we go to a lot of shows throughout the year and travel all over, and we love the Des Moines Good Guys show, that's for sure. And we have set up for that show, I don't know, for the last 10 years anyway. I know that, 12 years. I've been going to that show since the first one, back in the 80s, I think it was.
I've been going since 96.
Yeah, so this year, we're not setting up. So if you don't see the Diggs Rod Shop canopy over there in the corner where Sadie usually puts us, it's because we're not there. We're going to be up in the campground enjoying the evenings, but we're also going to be in the show arena with the little Ford truck this year. So we'll see you at Good Guys.
Yeah, so if you see this truck or my wife's truck or my mom and dad's truck,
the Suburban, we're there.
Stop and see us. So.
Which is really cool because Alan's back from Iraq. I told you guys that he was coming back as long as way. He is back. He's with his family on vacation this week in Florida, but he'll be back, and they'll probably be cruising the Suburban.
I'm sure we got it. Well, speaking of that, we got it back. I got it back running and going again. So
yeah.
A little bit of fine tuning and tweaking, but it's back on the road. So
I can tell you all the way to 80 Nationals out in Smoky Mountain, out in Townsend, Tennessee. I watched JJ drive that thing, and let me tell you, it was a little bit of a handful. If you guys know anything about spring settling on an independent front suspension, those A-arms were just kind of cocked like this, so those front tires were running like this. Didn't wear them out. They were actually in pretty good shape, but by the time we got it back, we realized we needed a heavier spring in it. So Kassidy took the time this last weekend, put a heavier spring in it, brought it up. They're running low. I drove it this morning. Man, that thing's driving nice.
I tore the front drive all apart, and I hopefully got the belt situation fixed.
Yeah,
so
yep. When you turn the air conditioning on, it was throwing the belt. So
change the oil in her. So
yep. Got that done.
Should be ready to rock and roll another road trip. Now we just need to find another road trip to go on.
Well, Good Guys, Des Moines. That's a good road trip.
After that, we can road trip or to AD Nationals or back to Tennessee.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we're definitely going to be
here. So
yeah, we're definitely going to be at AD Nationals in Indiana. Yeah, Brian Stanford.
Two shows in Tennessee to go to. So
yep, we'll be at Triple Crown. We'll also be at the C10 Nationals, and we've got AD in Indiana.
We still got some more shows around here to go to yet. We got probably Pella and Oski and our show.
Yep, Oski, our show, which I mentioned that earlier in this video. Yeah, July 23rd through the 25th, we've got the AD show and the Open show on Saturday.
And then when Al gets back, we got some more videos planned that'll probably require some road trips.
There you go. So. Yep. I found something down in Missouri.
Well, we found something in Pella.
Yes, we did. We want that too. So anyway, we'll bring that to you. That'll be a Diggs Drive. And until then, you guys have seen this 53 that we brought in here. Again, thanks, Roger, for the great deal on that. So I'm going to roll on through here because we got a little 1934 Ford pickup in here.
Might have a green Suburban for sale.
Might have a green Suburban for sale. Let's take a walk.
Justin's area is looking pretty empty at the moment.
I don't know. He's got himself about all caught up.
I think he's just knocking it out way too quickly.
There you go. A little update on the Avante. So we were waiting on material, and to get material for this Avante, man, I'm telling you what, it's like getting gold out of Fort Knox, next to impossible. But we did, we got it. Matter of fact, yesterday. Yeah, I got it yesterday. So Kassidy's been working on that.
I got them 2 panels knocked out this morning. I got to wait for Shane to get back so I can figure out where he's at before I can finish that up.
Shane's on vacation, can you believe it?
He's out having a good time.
I think he went to Branson.
Those are ready to go in, but I need to figure out what he's got going on before I take it off the hoist and all that.
Yep. So that's the update on the Avante. We should have it
next week. It starts making some progress.
Yeah.
Again, so.
Well, absolutely, and I know the folks that own this car would really like to have it. We're going to get it to you. Hang in there.
Exhaust all on it, so it finished the interior up, and I think it's about ready to.
Yeah, we used
test
our new
drive.
exhaust machine on this thing. Isn't that awesome? We don't have to outsource that now. That's the cool thing about Diggs Rod Shop. I mean, not only do we do body paint, suspension, air conditioning, wiring.
Speaking of that, we're trying to hire an upholstery person. If you guys know anybody that does upholstery and is looking for a place,
Here it
come see
is.
us.
Kassidy does a lot of the upholstery. Alan was doing a lot of the upholstery. They're too busy at this point. We like to keep it in-house, like Kassidy said.
And we got 3 cars sitting here in a matter of a couple of months or so. They're going to be ready. So.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, we'll get to the Cadillac limousine. It's going to need it. The Torino's going to need it. And what else we got coming up behind?
The 48, hopefully.
Yeah, well, the 48 and obviously that 53. I keep forgetting about those. So there's 4 vehicles right there. We can keep an upholstery person busy full time. So if you guys know an upholstery person,
plus all the stuff we just turn away because we don't have time to do it.
Yeah, we get a lot of headliner stuff. We get a lot of convertible tops that you know, we want to do them, but we just can't get at them. We just don't have the time.
I don't have the time to do it.
So. Nope, not at all. Let's go back here. Got this 1934 Ford pickup. Really cool story behind this truck. So here it is, and I'll shout out to Dan, you know, because Dan, what a guy. Awesome to talk to on the phone. This truck has been in the family, I believe, since it was new, and it was his grandfather's truck. Dan, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that at Grandpa's estate sale, your dad wanted to buy this thing. It was his uncle's. That's it right there. Okay, stand corrected. And Dan's dad wanted to buy this, and he didn't end up with it. It ended up with a company that's in that area. We'll get around to the side because it's on the rack right there. But it ended up going to somebody locally and that had bought it. Years later, I will tell you, that Dan wanted to buy the car or this truck back. And so he ended up getting a hold of the fellow that owned the truck and said, hey, I'd like to buy this back. And the gentleman said, it's been here all this time for you. So, which is a really cool story. Dan ended up with the family truck, the 1934 Ford truck here. And so it's his. And so we've done some upgrading on it. So come on around here. You can see we've got Aaron down here just still plugging away on it. He's I'm going to walk over you, Aaron. So if you look down in there, you can see we've added an electronic ignition to that. That's the old crab claw right down there in the front. So it's no longer points ignition. It's 12 volt and it is electronic ignition. You can see that it's got the generator, which is now 12 volt, coil set up with it. And we've got everything changed over to 12 volt. We've rewired the whole truck so it's over to 12 volt, which means now easy starting. That's what I would tell you. So come on around here. You can see on the inside there, you can see what he's done down in there. So the rewire, you can see up underneath the dash too. And you can see that we've rewired this whole truck back to 12, or not back to, it was 6 volt, it is now 12 volt.
Yeah,
so
he had us install a key switch, and now it's got high-low beams. That way he's worried about people maybe getting in and trying to steal it, so he wanted some kind of a key
on it so you could take the key out of it. Yep.
Honestly, I don't know how many people these days would know how to start this thing.
I don't think they would. that old foot starter on the side there.
Not an easy thing to start.
So this is the gentleman right here in Swan, Iowa that ended up with the truck from the estate sale. And he had done a lot of work to it. I know that Dan had said. And so Dan bought it off of this gentleman right here, and he done a great job of preserving the truck, I would say, because it
was restored in the late 70s.
Late 70s, yeah, right in that area, and it's in just great shape. So it's getting new rubber. We like to call them shoes. So you're going to get new shoes. You got new electronic ignition. It's got new wiring. Everything's new in this thing. Don? Yeah. Did I call him Dan?
Yeah.
Edit every Dan that I said and make it Don. So, Don, I'm sorry. And I've talked to him several times. So, anyway, you can fix that, can't you, Lucas? Just do this. Yeah. So, Don, I'm so sorry that I didn't get your name right in the first place. So, anyway, I'm getting old myself. So, with that said, I'm going to move on down the line right here. Show him the heater. Because I got Scott back there going, show him the heater, show him the heater.
On the dash or the firewall?
Oh, check it all the way in there. So that's just one of those engine heaters. That's how it actually gets the heat into the truck.
Hopefully on Monday we're driving it, test driving it.
I don't think that's air conditioning, that's for sure.
No, it's right by the exhaust manifold.
It's right by the exhaust manifold. So in the wintertime back in the day, that's how they got heat into the cab. And so I know Don wanted that mentioned also. So
this is a neat old truck for sure.
Yeah, definitely a neat old truck. So thanks, Don, for letting us work on it. We appreciate it. It's a sentimental deal to you. I know that. And here at Diggs Rod Shop, we do understand that. So come on over here. You guys know that we got the old Jimmy back, and it's got that Roadster Shop chassis sitting in there for it. We're going to put this on top of that chassis. The other thing I wanted to tell everybody, follow me this way. We're going to sell this Suburban right here. So this is a 51, 52?
It's a 2 or a 3. I think it's
a 2 or a 3. Yeah, 52 or 53. So we're going to sell this Suburban too. So if anybody's interested, I don't have a dollar amount on it, but if you know the market on these Suburbans, you can kind of get an idea. And if you've been looking for something like this one here is going to be sold. We have another engine for it. I don't think that this one runs, although it seems like they took a little time with it, but I know we inherited another engine with it that does run.
Engine and transmission.
And transmission, that's right.
It's an original motor train.
Yep, this used to be an Air Force ambulance, and I can tell you that it still has the mounts in it from the stretchers that they used back in World War II, Korean War. This was in the Korean War. And with that said, this thing only shows like 24,000 miles on it, so they were all military miles, and it's really in great shape, I would tell you. I mean, it's going to take a lot of work, but if you're looking for a patina, this is the one right here.
And this is actually blue. Like the Scotch-Brighted it, all this comes off and it's this blue color right here.
Yep. And that's the fun part about doing a patina. I mean, when you start, you just start scuffing this on there. That sweet patina is some really cool stuff to put on
it needs a little work, but compared to most, it's in pretty decent shape.
Pretty decent shape. Get a hold of us, and if you guys are interested in that, let's come on over here. So this is really cool too. So the Cadillac Limousine, this is the chassis. It's all painted, it's all back together. It's got an independent front suspension. It has Willwood brakes on it. We have a 9-inch Ford in this thing, and I mean, what a cool chassis. And it's all painted, and it's literally ready to get back on the ground. Spin around there, you can see that the back doors, the front doors, and the front fenders are painted. And I can tell you that the car is in the booth right now, and I'll show you that in a minute, but come on over here. So the Blue Ribbon Foundation at the Iowa State Fair is getting ready to come up. They're going to have an auction. They do it every year. It's a fundraiser auction, Blue Ribbon Foundation, and they wanted to know if we could do something for them. Well, this is our 250th year anniversary here in the United States. You guys have seen us at a lot of the shows. We have that little Sasquatch that we burn out when we have scrap that carries the American flag. We made them a full-size one with stakes. You can actually stick it in the ground. So this is going to be at the Blue Ribbon Foundation auction here. I think it's in July. I'll get the date for it, but you could bid on that if you wanted to.
We made the stakes come off in case you didn't. If you didn't want to put it in the ground, you
didn't have to. Yep.
Or whatever.
So they bolt on. That's what they do. So shout out to those guys. I hope they like it. We'll give them a basket of T-shirts and hats and things like that they can sell too. So follow me in here. I'm going to bring you to one of the last things that we're going to look at for the day. Come on into the paint booth right here. We've been tracking in and out. And you can see that the Cadillac Limousine is up here on the rotisserie. Brad just finished up putting the coating on the underneath of this car, so it's got the rock guard coating underneath of it. I think he's going to paint it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think he is. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Tomorrow or Monday.
Tomorrow or Monday, so it ought to be ready to go. So you guys can come on down here.
I think he was finishing the trunk deck and quarters up for it today.
Yep.
This afternoon.
Yeah, so he's going to throw a little bit of sealer on it. That thing will get painted. Next week, that thing is sitting back down on the chassis at this point.
Well, hopefully. We got to put the motor in the... We got to finish building the chassis out. We got to find a few parts that were missing for the shocks. They weren't in it when it got here. So
right.
We have to source those. We got to put the motor training in, the brake lines on, fuel lines, and do everything we can on the chassis before we set the body on, but it shouldn't be long now.
Yeah, it's getting close. It's really getting close. I'm looking forward to this. Brad does a phenomenal job of making sure that this stuff is just straight as an arrow. And looking at the doors and the fenders that we've already got done on it, I mean, this thing is going to look, I mean,
they're already fine.
long black Cadillac.
They're cut and buff. They just need a final polish once it's all together. They look really good.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about it too. So yeah. All right. Well, that's the last little bit. We're still working on the Torino. It's about to go in again for some primer and a final block on it. It'll get some color too. We've got that.
The international cab's about ready to get painted.
Yep. And so, yeah.
We kind of had a little switch-o plans getting the Ford done, but.
Well, yeah, and we still have another problem too. You know, I posted here last Saturday, just to give everybody a heads up. I put a post out there on my 32 Ford and said, what a way to start a day.
I forgot about that.
It's still in the trailer. I'm still kicking myself. And I will do a video on what actually happened to that thing. But yeah, I crunched it too. And so take my keys away from me, I'm telling you. So with that said, we'll do a separate video and we'll get that out of here.
He got in the trailer and he goes, you're driving home.
Nah, I ain't driving. I don't even want to drive anymore. So my mistake, I can tell you that. I thought I had it corrected, but no, I did not, obviously, and I crunched my fender. So with that said, we'll do a video on the 32 all by itself.
Fix it.
I do know a guy. I know several guys. But going back to the why we put some of the stuff off is we pushed that 60 Ford pickup in place there, and the whole team came together on that and fixed all the
we pulled Justin out of fab, and he come back to his OG life. And
there you go. Yeah,
got that knocked out, and then we had Adam shoot the paint on it. So really, Adam didn't. He was only 2 days. We weren't.
Yeah.
We had to pull him
well, I
off,
wanted to see how good Adam could paint, actually. So what better project to put him on?
Justin put it all back together. So we're kind of in between on fab work, so it really worked out well.
It did. And shout out to Steve, too, with PPG, which he retires this week. I think Friday's his last day. And he really helped us come up with a color. We used Ford's Ruby Red, but we changed the formula on the Ruby Red, and we also changed the formula on how we put the clear on it too, to go back and match kind of what we had on that color.
If you didn't know that truck had been painted, you'd never build it.
Yeah, but it was the most economical way to do it.
It's a completely different color.
Yep, but it doesn't look it.
But out in the sun, you wouldn't really even notice.
Yep.
Most people never notice.
Well, it was like I said, the most economical way to do it. It just... Tri-coat candy, you know, I haven't done one of those in a long, long time, and I definitely didn't want to go back to all the time and trouble. It would have cost a fortune.
If anything happens, we can fix it.
Yep, so. And yeah, because it's base coat, clear coat now. So, all right. Well, with that said, this is Craig.
Kassidy.
Diggs Rod Shop. Make sure you guys are going to the Jot Forum. Sign up for the shows, the AD show and the Open show, July 23rd, 24th, and 25th. You need to do that within the next 3 to 5 days because Isolita told me Monday she's ordering T-shirts. So, with that said.
We want to see as many people there as we can get there.
Yep, absolutely.
We want to pack that place full.
Yep. Remember, on Saturday, Blue Mule's going to be there. That's the Land Speed record truck. That's with Matt Voss and Brad Rorta. Skippy, you guys know Skippy from the last video. And definitely Heidi Racing Team is going to be there with their nitro burner. They're going to fire that thing off on Saturday. Not only that, we're going to get to go racing down the racetrack for a couple hours on Saturday, too. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Grudge race.
Grudge race.
Or pass down the track, come up there, and we'll show you how to do it and teach you, and you can go make a pass. So.
Well, I'll race my Ford truck against Luke Vandewall's Charger.
My dad will be there, and he wants a rematch.
He wants a rematch. I'm putting small pulley back on.
He's got slicks now, though. So.
Does he? Well, I ain't putting slicks on my truck. I ain't going to break it. But I'll put the small pulley back on.
My dad will break his on.
Yeah, just to beat me. That's what he would do.
He don't even care.
All right, well, with that said.
He got the gear out of it. He might. Well, he'll have her back by then. Quick Performance doing that. So.
Yeah, oh yeah. What another great company right there. Quick Performance. They do a phenomenal job. Well, this video's getting long, I know that. But again, with that said, we are out of here. This is Craig. Don't forget to sign up for that that show that's coming up. And like and subscribe. Pass it on. We really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.